Good evening, 2-3 families. So, I just wanted to walk you through where to find the new schedule. Remember that we are going to be starting this new schedule on Monday, October 19th. It will just be a work in progress. We're going to try our best to get through it next week as best we can, take our time. Everyone needs to get adjusted. And then, if any corrections need to be made, we will definitely always keep you updated if that happens. Crossing fingers, it doesn't need to happen. But if anything does, we will always update you with any changes. So when a student is on their Google account, and again, we are going to be showing this to the students tomorrow, which is Thursday and Friday, and just practicing with them the entire time. And of course, all of next week will just be very guided. So when they go onto their Google account, all they have to do is go into classwork. The very first topic is 2-3 new schedule, and it's going to stay at the top like that. It's not going to be moved anywhere else. It will be the very first topic. And what I did to make it very easier is I broke it into days. So as you'll see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then I also put the groups. Okay. There will be two sets of groups. The reading and writing groups will be the same students in those groups, and then a separate math group. Okay. So I'll just start with the groups. They just click on it and it will open up the document, and it says the color group and then the names of who's in those groups. Okay. They will need to know their colors because based on the schedule, which I'll be showing you in a second, you will see that it will say red group at this time, orange group at this time. So I'm going to be recommending to the students, and if you could just also make sure that they do so, to write down their groups so they don't always have to come back here. Okay, that they have it written down and they know when they look at their schedule, I'm yellow group. Okay, so just try to have them write down what color group they are for reading and writing. And then for math, it's by number. So it'll say math group 1, group 2, group 3, or group 4. So again, this is exactly what it will show on the schedule. It will show that this group 2 is meeting at this time, group 4 is meeting at this time. And I also put links here for the group just in case. So these are all their groups. So have the children write down their reading and writing group, which again is the same, and then their math group. So that way it's easier for them when they have to know where to go. Now I'm going to open up. I'll start with Monday's schedule just so you could see. So once the students click into it, everything is ready to be clicked to go into. Okay. So basically, I have the times on the side and then I have what's going on. So as always, we have our morning meeting, except it's a little shorter now. All of our periods used to be by about 45 minutes, and now our periods are 30 minutes. So our morning meeting is shorter. And then on Monday, the next period, they would have whole group Spanish, which means they have to be on. Technically, they're already on from morning meeting, so they wouldn't need to click in. But if for some reason they would, anytime they need to click into something, they're just going to click and then click again. And as you could see, it's going to automatically bring me into the Google Meet. So it's very easy for the students to get into a Google Meet. They know how to click already because we do that in class a lot when we go into groups now. So literally it's just 1 and 2, and it brings them right into whatever Google Meet they need to get into. So again, on Monday, right after the morning is pretty much, they have whole group Spanish on Monday. Then that will go into a reading lesson followed by a writing lesson. Now, after that is when we're going to be breaking up into groups. So because we have two teachers constantly in our room, so Miss Pena and I, we're able to pull two groups during one time. So as you'll see for 10:30 to 11, we'll be able to see the red group and the orange group. So they'll both have to come on at 10:30 to 11, and they have to click their specific link. Okay. So again, they just go, if they're red group, click it. If they're orange group, they go to orange and they click it. So these two groups will be coming on from 10:30 to 11. From 11 to 11:30, yellow and green group will be coming on, again, because Miss Pena and I will be splitting the groups. So a lot of the times when we're seeing groups, we will be able to see two groups during one period. Another big change that we have is not really big, but lunchtime. So I know that you're used to the students having lunch from 11 to 11:30, but now on the new schedule, it's from 11:30 to 12, and that will be every day. So the new lunchtime is 11:30 to 12. After lunch, we have a whole group math lesson, so everyone will need to be on. So anytime it says whole group, that means that the students need all to be on for that, okay? Then they have whole group music, and then again, you'll see that now we're splitting up into our math groups. So from 1:30 to 2, we're seeing group 1 and group 2, and then from 2 to 2:30, we're seeing group 3 and group 4. And then at the very end of the day, we were able to fit in a writing group to give some more support in writing. So the writing groups on Monday will be red group and orange group. So it's basically just making sure the students know their groups, and by making sure, writing it down. Okay, just writing down their groups so they know I'm red group. Wherever I see red group that day, I know I need to be there. I'm group 2. Wherever I see group 2, I need to be there. And anytime there's a whole group, that means that obviously the entire group, the entire class needs to be there. So I'm not going to go through every single day and bore you guys with that, but I just wanted to make sure that you could see it. So again, all you would have to do is you just click on each one, and then it will come up, and you could click view material. But again, all you're doing is you're viewing it and you're clicking on it. And then again, it will just automatically open. One last thing I'm going to recommend, and I also will be telling the students this. In the morning, right when they know that they have to come on for morning meeting, they should open up their day and they should keep the tab open the entire day. The students are familiar with tabs because we always talk about closing out their tabs throughout the day. So this is just a tab that they should keep open the entire day. They shouldn't close it out. It's Wednesday. They keep it open until the day is done, so they could just keep popping in and clicking on what they need to click on. If you have any questions at all in regards to the schedule, please don't hesitate to message me on Class Dojo. Take your time and look through it with your child. Again, I will be going over it with them in much detail over the next couple days and all of next week. Just like we always do in morning meeting, I will be posting their schedule, and we will work together to make this work. So again, if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to let me know. And thank you again so much for your support.